How you doing, Aaron?
Great.
How have you been lately?
Fantastic.
So, what have you been up to these days?
Oh, just cruising. Making gun parts, making guns, that's about it.
So you're still manufacturing.
Oh, yeah.
So, how does somebody go about, let's say they wanted to buy parts or they actually wanted to buy the whole marker? How do they get in contact with you, or where can they go?
We have cuttingmachine.com, a web page. My wife takes care of all of that. Or you go and see Manny. Manny handles my sales.
So Manny, based out of San Diego, who's usually at Velocity Paintball?
Yeah, he runs the pump day at Velocity. Manny does.
Pump day at Velocity, they do that once a month?
Yes.
They do that once a month? And what will be the next event we will be able to see you at?
You know, to be honest with you, I didn't think I was going to show up at any event. I heard through the grapevine that
I had one confirmed kill all game.
I was supposed to see the new paintball gun from Mike Cassidy, Components Concept here today, but you haven't known whether the gun's ready or not. Then I heard that Bob Long's coming out with a pump gun. It was supposed to debut at Huntington Beach, and evidently the gun hasn't been made yet, so that's the reason. But as far as my future, I leave it in the hands of Wes. He's trying to get me to go to D-Day, and my answer to that is no. But I would like to get involved with something maybe to help the sport grow, something that would help maybe in Hawaii or some maybe SC Village where I could get together a whole bunch of people. And I think if I got behind it, we could do that. Where it would be a major happening. And speaking with her, you know, she'd like to have the paintball thing during the day and have maybe a gathering, a big dinner after that. I think that would be a great thing. I think I would support that. But that would be something. But as far as going to the tournament series anymore, I doubt that you will see this face. I've done my time. But I would be interested in doing one big event to see that the sports got maybe get a chance to grow.
What about overseas?
You know,
an overseas tournament?
After speaking to you and I, normally Wes travels whenever we go away. He's always involved. He said to stay on an airplane for 23 hours, to fly to Malaysia or Kuala Lumpur, to do maybe a big pump gathering. I would be definitely interested in doing something like that. But just for the sake of the sport. I mean, you know, I've been around a long time. I've done a lot of things. Been to a lot of events, and I think I've done a lot of things for this game. But you know, old timers, they fade away. I think it's time for me to fade away.
Oh, you never will. You're a legend. You are a legend. Mr. Wes Wong, what have you been up to these days?
Not much. We're more like just Penn and Keller. Aaron's the one that just does all the talking. I'm just standing there usually, you know. But pretty much, not too much has really changed in my life. I'm still holding down 2 jobs. Still one working for promotions with Dye, and the other one still in the grocery industry with Ralph's. And basically, I've been doing that my whole life. Not much has changed. You know, I've been involved in paintball, as you know, from almost the beginning back in '85 till currently. And I've started at Ralph's pretty much about the same time.
So you're doing Ralph's, you're doing Dye, you're working with Earon. You're a busy man. Busy and single?
Busy and single, you know. That's the only way I could stay single, you know. And by being busy like that, I have no time for anything else.
So if we don't see Earon at future pump events or Sonera events, you'll be there representing Carter Machine?
Always in some way, you know. I'm always, you know, supported Earon using his products and everything.
There's always Manny. Manny's always there at the events, and he's my big guy.
Either Wes or either Manny. Any new guns? Any new designs coming out?
Matter of fact, I'm working on something, but it's a surprise.
It's a surprise?
Yeah, to be able to compete in the speedball arenas, I think you need a little bit more than a horizontal fit gun, which is pretty much my history. Not so much gravity feed, but I think to compete, and after watching, you know, the guys, the rattlesnake guys, try to compete with the rock and cock guns in gravity against his gravity feed rapid fire gun. There's no way you can compete. You can't compete with a 50-round loader and a 10-round paint tube. I mean, there's just no way. You know, so I'm working on something that's that could change. I mean, who knows?
Any timeline when we might be able to see?
Well, you know, I mean, I work out of my garage, and I
Okay.
sometimes, you know, when you're sleeping at night, something pops in your head. So I go out to the garage at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I make these things, and I put it to, you know, if they work, you know, I've got a winner, and that's pretty much what I do. I mean, if it pops into my head, or I stand around and make drawings, and I put these things together, and you know, it's something that can do something, then I'll go ahead. But I've got a couple, like I've got a gun that Manny knows about. What do we call it, Manny? What is it?
The hybrid?
The hybrid. I let the gun out of SC Village to a couple people, and they were totally impressed with it. You know, and people, we've gotten orders for the gun, and I made only one. You know, I mean, and people are waiting for it. And I said, yeah, but I got no time. I've got no time to make it. So I've pretty much trashed that idea, and I'm working on something else right now. So, but that's close. It's in the near future, real near.
Well, thank you, Earon. Thank you for your time. Thank you,
You're
Wes.
welcome, anytime.
And
Thanks for having us, Dan.
can't wait to see your new gun.
Soon.
Very soon, I hope.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.